Chapter 14. Exploring Environmental Changes. Greenhouse Gases. Global Warming. Pollution. Both living and non-living things, such as air, water, land, plants and animals, make up our environment. These engage in mutual interaction. When our grandparents were younger, there were fewer electric gadgets, fewer cars on the road, and there was fresh air. Additionally, there was good ventilation in the homes and greenery all around. However, humans alter the environment to meet their needs. Over the years, human activities have caused several harmful changes in our environment. Over time have led to the conversion of the surrounding grasslands into farmland. In order to construct factories and colonies, portions of forests have been cleared. Habitats for wildlife have been diminished or destroyed. Clearing of forests to meet human needs. The atmosphere has also undergone some changes as a result of human activities. Every day, new factories are built to accommodate rising demand. Every day, there are more and more vehicles on the road. Additionally, the amount of smoke produced keeps rising. As a result, pollution levels in the air, water and land are increasing. Plants need light, warm temperatures, air, water, and nutrients to survive and grow. A greenhouse is a glasshouse where we grow plants, especially during winter. The climate is controlled in a greenhouse. The sun's rays heat the interior of the house through the glass. The humid and warm surroundings of a greenhouse is ideal for plant growth. The ultraviolet and infrared rays from the sun bring in heat and light energy. In a greenhouse, the heat cannot escape through the glass walls. Greenhouse gases. The atmosphere of the Earth is a layer of gases. Some of these gases like carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane and water vapor have the property of trapping solar energy. These gases prevent heat from escaping back into space. They warm up the Earth. These gases are called greenhouse gases and this effect is known as the greenhouse effect. Adding greenhouse gases to the atmosphere increases the warming effect. This effect means an increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere which leads to an increase in the amount of infrared radiation close to the surface of the Earth. In this manner, the Earth is warmed by absorbing light from the sun and cooled by radiating energy into space. Global warming. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere trap the heat of the sun and there is a rise in temperature on the Earth. This is called global warming. Over the past 100 years, the atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide has been steadily rising. The main reasons are the burning of fossil fuels and the eradication of tropical rainforests. If carbon dioxide continues to rise at the current rate, more heat will be trapped in the atmosphere and the temperature of the Earth could increase. This will worsen the climate. Effects of global warming. Melting polar ice caps. Rising ocean water levels. Flooding in coastal areas. Increased drought. Loss of species. More health risks. By using electricity wisely, conserving fuel, using mass transport systems like the bus or the metro, planting more trees and using recycled products, each of us can contribute in our own way. That is the only way to prevent a major disaster. Many countries have signed agreements aimed at reducing greenhouse gases. One such agreement is the Kyoto Protocol. Pollution. The introduction of harmful substances into the environment due to human activities is called pollution. There are mainly 5 types of pollution. These are air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution and plastic pollution. Air pollution. When nuclear power stations produce electricity, harmful poisonous waste mixes with the air. Industries and vehicles are the main sources of air pollution. Smoke from vehicles, factories and garbage pollutes the air. Burning of garbage also leads to air pollution. Air pollution may cause a number of deadly diseases such as lung cancer and asthma. Walk as much as you can if you need to go somewhere. Use a bicycle rather than a car or other fuel-powered vehicles. In this manner, we can improve our health and lower air pollution. Electric vehicles (EVs) are becoming popular to deal with climate change through reduced emissions. Unlike traditional motor vehicles, they do not run on diesel or gasoline. Therefore, they do not emit air pollutants. Furthermore, they are economical and would help reduce fuel consumption. Water pollution. Industries are a major source of water pollution. Household and industrial wastes released into water bodies pollute them. Spilling of oil or petroleum and dumping of chemical wastes from factories into rivers and seas harm aquatic life. Water pollution is also brought on by practices like washing clothes or bathing animals in rivers, particularly in rural areas. Local organizations like panchayats, municipalities and corporations must make people realize that pollution can be reduced by placing factories away from residential areas. Waste must be treated and made harmless before being dumped into water bodies. Land pollution. Land pollution results from the disposal of solid wastes like plastic bags, glass bottles and metal containers. Garbage from houses thrown in the open pollutes land and causes diseases. Garbage from houses should be thrown at proper dumping places. Noise pollution. Noise pollution is when the level of noise increases more than the normal level. Vehicles and loudspeakers are sources of noise pollution. When the amount of noise exceeds, it becomes dangerous for living beings. Exposure to loud noise over a long period of time may even cause deafness. Moreover, these unpleasant sounds cause several disturbances and create an imbalance in the environment. Plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is the accumulation of synthetic plastic products in the environment to the point where they pose a threat to both human populations and wildlife and their habitats. Land, rivers and oceans can all be affected by plastic pollution. To save the environment from plastic waste, we should minimize and ultimately end the use of plastic. Each one of us has to learn the following 4 Rs. Refuse. Say no to plastic, particularly single-use plastic, as much as possible. Reduce. Limit or reduce the use of plastic in daily life. Reuse. Prior to disposal, reuse plastic products as much as you can. Recycle. Plastic products should be recycled into other usable products, which reduces the further demand. Synopsis. Both living and non-living things, such as air, water, land, plants and animals, make up our environment. A few gases go up in the air, form a covering in the atmosphere and do not allow the heat to escape. These are called greenhouse gases. The heating up of the earth is called global warming. The gases that do this are mainly carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrous oxide, ozone and methane. There are mainly 5 types of pollution. These are air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution and plastic pollution. To save the environment from plastic waste, we should minimize and ultimately end the use of plastic by following 4 Rs.